What's up, video world? How y'all doing? Oh God, it's been a minute. I've been so crazy busy, restructuring, trying to just get this new direction that God has just organically allowed me to fall into. And I'm sitting here in a hotel in Dallas and I am just on cloud nine. I am really excited about what I see God doing. It's Sunday, and I just woke up feeling extremely grateful for being on the other side of the journey and now starting to see light at the end of this amazingly long journey. And I want to say something to you all. And I don't know, you have these moments. I'm actually sitting here, I'm waiting about maybe 30 or 40 minutes or so for my ride to take me where I'm going. And I had some leg warmers in my bag, and I'm like, what is this obsession I have with leg warmers? I mean, I got a drawer full of them now. For those of you all young bucks that may not know what leg warmers are, these are some things that came out like with Flashdance. Y'all have to look that up. Any of y'all remember Flashdance? Just kind of pull a little heart up. Flashdance was a teenage show of like, not teenage, but yeah, I guess it was teenagers. It was this group of dancers back, I think that was 80s, or it was a long time ago, guys. I believe it was 80s. I don't even think it was 90s. And they were known for just, having these life moments, but everything centered around kind of this dance that they were in a dance school actually, and they were learning this, and it just kind of became the center of all of the things that they were going through in life. And it really gave a new meaning to how dance can actually really take hold of your life and kind of create this journey for you as it did for a lot of them. So that's where the leg warmer era came in, guys. But this is why I love leg warmers. I can remember when I was about 9 years old, and it was Christmas time, and my mom and my dad were still married, and I don't know what happened, but my father was not working at that time. My mother was basically holding it down. Now, we talking mortgage, food, car notes, I believe too. And my mother was always one of those people, and I thank God so much for having not just a mother that loved me and would give me her kidneys, but a mother that taught me some principles that have stuck with me for a lifetime. But he wasn't working, and it was, I don't know, maybe 30 days or so before Christmas, and my mother sat me down. I will never forget it. And she said, baby, let me explain something to you. She said, I want you to understand that Christmas is going to be a little different this year. It's just going to be a little different. Normally, we lay everything out for you. You wake up and everything is already laid out, put together. For those of you all that have had great Christmases, you understand what I'm saying. But this Christmas, we're not going to do all that. We're not going to have all that. I'm the only one working. And we ain't missing no mortgages. We ain't missing no light bills. We're not missing we don't do that. We don't sacrifice our living for something that just happens one day. And I'm 9 years old now. And I remember just listening. And I remember what I woke up to that morning. When she said, I was like, okay. And I woke up that morning, and what she had bought me was, I want to say, 2 or 3 pair of leg warmers. And I am 52 years old. And for me to remember that like it was yesterday, and I promise you guys, I have a drawer full of leg warmers to this day. And I was like, why do I love leg warmers? But I understand it now, because it was symbolic of a lesson. It was a teachable moment that my mother was saying, not even realizing how that was going to stick with me up until 52, that it's Christmas, yes. And the meaning of Christmas is still what it is, about Christ being born and the gifts and giving and spending time with family. None of that is changing, but it's going to change this year. And this year, I want you to understand that even that, we can still do all the other stuff, but we're going to bring it down a notch, because we still have to live after Christmas. We still have to pay these bills after Christmas. We still got to eat after Christmas. The lights still have to come on after Christmas, and I got that lesson. Now, don't get me wrong. As I got older, you know, as they say, you train up a child, but occasionally you stray away and you kind of do your own thing. Well, I did that for a minute, but as I came back to my upbringing, as I realized how important it was to manage my life in a way where even things like Christmas and birthdays and all of that were not worth me. That wasn't what it was about. God gave us a home. I've been in a house since I was 3 years old. God gave us, I don't ever remember lights being off, gas being off. And now, you know, as me and my mother were very close now, she tells me about these stories. And I won't be honest with you all, I don't know how she managed it all. I don't ever remember being hungry. And I know we had no money. I don't ever remember those things. I only remember my mother telling me that occasions that are going to be for 24 hours, no matter what the world says we should do, we are not doing all of that, and then having to play catch up and being stressed out for the next 364 days until Christmas comes again. And I learned that lesson early. So I come on to say this to you all. I love Christmas. And I think I love Christmas now more because Christmas for me now is more about people. I don't get a lot of time throughout the year to spend with the people that I love. So my mother's birthday is a week before Christmas. We having a killer party at my house, and I'm going to see if I can get all my cousins. Let's do pajama parties. It's a lot of girls. And I've even invited some of my cousins that I haven't even talked to or seen in a while. They're like, I'm there. That's what Christmas is about. And I thank God that the day after Christmas, I don't have no credit card bills. My cards are paid off. I have them. I don't have no credit card bill. I ain't got no credit card tabs. I don't have all this insurmountable debt that I'm going to go into deeper debt for just to buy a gift. The gift of time has become more important to me in all aspects. Time I spend with people that I love, time that I don't waste. Time is the most precious gift you can give people, because that gift, yeah, they'll love it. And don't get me wrong, there are small things. Like I've learned to buy memorable things. I'm going to say this and then I gotta go. I remember one Christmas, one of my clients, I'll never forget this. She actually, at the time, it was a hot sauce junk. Like I was a Tabasco sauce, and I drank a lot of Pepsi. And I also ate licorice. Like I could eat like a 4-pound tub of like red vines. And I'll never forget what she bought for me. She came in wrapped, beautifully wrapped, a gallon of hot sauce, guys, the kind that I ate. She came in with that huge 4-pound tub of red vines, and she came in with a case of Pepsi. OMG. I think I cried. Now that cost her all of what? Maybe $20? If that. It's not about the money, guys. This world has told us that you should go broke. You should just, I used to do the Black Friday stuff too. I used to do all of that, but I had to learn that the stress and the anxiety of what I dealt with after the fact, it's gotta be another way. So I'm not saying you can't buy gifts, no, but that gallon of hot sauce, those red vines, and that case of Pepsi meant more to me than probably if she had bought me in a diamond ring or something of what the world considers more value, because I know she thought about me. So spend your time this year with being with the people you love, because as we can see, you can be here today, gone today. Not only that, but spend time. If you want to buy them something, just think about what they love to do. I was a Starbucks junkie for years. Man, people would buy me a Starbucks gift card. You all good with me. Look, I don't care if it was $5 card. I was happy as a lamb. It's not about going broke. It's not about maxing out credit cards. It's not about getting loans and just to buy. It's not about having your house filled with stuff that you can't afford. Now, if you got it, do it. If it's not taken from nothing and this is what you want to do, by all means, buy whatever you want to buy. But I'm talking to the ones that don't have it like that. I'm talking to the ones that you literally going in stores and you have to call to see how much charge. See, I used to live like this. I know what that's like. Seeing how much room you got on your charge card that you can use. And I've seen people at counters. Okay, but this much on this card and this much on that card. We got to stop that, guys. Because we got to live after Christmas. We got to live after New Year's. We got to still keep living. And it's not worth the stress that it puts you under just to have that moment that day. I understand parents, when you have children, you know how much courage it probably took my mother to, and she probably knew this even before 30 days before Christmas, but it took courage for her to sit me down. And for her to say to me, baby, we're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. And she gave me, I want to say 2 or 3 pair of leg warmers, and I still love them to this day. I don't even really wear them. I just love them, and I didn't realize, why do I have all these leg warmers? That went out in the 80s. But they mean something to me. They are a symbol that it's okay. If you're trying to get your finances together, it's okay to pass on spending all that money this Christmas. It's okay to tell from your kids to your mama to your best friends that I'll get you a card and maybe I could take you to a light dinner or a light lunch. But what we usually do, I'm not going to be able to do all of that. In order to get yourself above water, and I say this because these are the things that I hear all the time. As a business consultant, I hear this all the time. People say they want to do this, they want to do that, and it's always about them being strapped financially. It's never that. It's never not that. Everything they want to do, and somewhere in there, is about getting their finances together. And I'm telling you now, living in a world that says spend, 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 it's going to have you broke, 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 broke. And at the end of the day, I don't care how good the red bottom shoes look. I don't care how good the Gucci bag, the real one, looks. I don't care. All of that. I didn't been there, done that, got a couple t-shirts. I'm telling you, instead of looking rich, let's try to actually be that. Because that's the reason we do it. We get all this stuff because we want to look like we got money. That's the only reason you buy knockoff stuff or you buy red bottom shoes and make sure in the picture your feet are up. It's because you want people to think you're something that you're not. Let's practice actually trying to get there for real. Okay? Let's practice trying to get there for most people. I don't know if you all understand. Most people that are wealthy in this world today did not grow up with a silver spoon in their mouth. So trust me when I say, whether it was Christmas, whether it was birthday, I don't care what it was, at some point they had to make a sacrifice. I am one that have made sacrifices tremendously, and I'm at the stage now where I can look you in your face and tell you, I'm not buying that. I'm not going there. Y'all going on vacation and spend money y'all ain't got. I'm going to chill right here. Because when I go on vacation, I'm going. But I can't go all the time. But when I go, I'm going. I ain't got to worry about what the hotel going to cost and what the food going to cost. I'm not penny pinching. Y'all go on 5 a year that you really can't afford. I'm going to go on 1. And I'm going to plan it. I'm going to make sure I'm not taking from nothing in order for it to happen. And when I go, I'm going to go. I ain't penny pinching. Okay? You can live however you want to live. You just got to plan it. You got to create a budget. You got to follow it. You got to quit trying to live in a way that is not real. Stop thinking that you're going to live like these people on these reality shows. Half of them ain't really living like that either. Let me tell you something. I thank God for the privilege of being able to probe into people's lives and hear what's really going on, because it teaches me something. As I'm trying to help them, I'm learning something. And I'm like, we got to stop doing it. We got to stop being hood rich or looking hood rich. We got to stop, guys, because it is no joke when your future is bleak and you praying that don't nothing happen to you, that your finger don't get broke. I'm sitting here right now with a fractured toe. Okay. And my toe, I just can't wear shoes too tight. Thank God I didn't totally fully break it. But just think if I was in a situation where a fractured toe would have me where I could not produce. Thank God that I got smarter. I thank God for everything he's allowed me to go through, because it taught me that tomorrow, there's a truth about tomorrow. And I have actually a book called that, The Truth About Tomorrow, because it's coming. You're either going to live old, get old, or die young. So we have got to do better. I would love to help you. I'm doing free business assessments. I'm not even going to tell you what day. When I say free, I'm going to give y'all 90 minutes with me. And that's my present to y'all, is I'm going to give you 90 minutes with me. I ain't going to charge you a dime. And I don't do these type of assessments for free. And you all just keep going on my Facebook page. I'm just going to do it randomly. And I'm going to have it where you book at a certain hour. I'm going to help you with as much as I can help you with in 90 minutes. And hopefully that will get you in the right direction. I'm also doing something, and I said I wasn't going to tell it, but it's been something on my heart. I'm working with some companies, and, I love watching Shark Tank and The Profit, and it's always been my desire. I only want to be rich for one reason. I'm going to be all right. I done been on both ends. I just want to be able to give to people. When I watch shows where people can change people's lives with their resources, I just cry. That's all I want to do. So I have partnered with a few people. We haven't solidified it, but keep watching, because we are going to have this. I don't have the official name, but we're going to have this where we are going to be paying stylists rent for the month. We are going to be touring the country, and we're going to be paying people's rent for the month. And the only way we're going to do this is that amount of money that you would normally spend. So we're going to already know from your owner how much your rent is a month. So for some of y'all, that's $250 a week and whatever, $1,000 a month and whatever. If you're in a suite, suites ain't cheap. It could be $1,200, $2,000, whatever. But the only way this is going to happen is if that same $2,000, you must invest it. You must invest into something, that same amount of rent. I'm not paying your rent for you to go trick it off on some stuff you can't afford and don't need. And just look for it. I'm working with some companies, and we're going to do this together, and it's going to be almost like Cash Cab. Y'all remember that Cash Cab used to roll around, and that's how it's going to work. And we are going to pay your rent for a month, but there are conditions to paying this rent. You must invest in something, and I'm going to make y'all invest in something that you can't turn around and go back and get it. It's going to have to sit where it is and mature and make you money and bring a return. And I'm going to get you started on your way to seeing what it's like to just see money somewhere, just sitting and just be all right with it, as they say, and not be like, what did some of the older people used to say, money burning a hole in your pocket? No. I'm going to help you with shifting that mindset, okay? But I just want to say happy holidays to you all. I got to go, and I'm getting ready to go to work, and I just pray that next year brings you more success in areas of growth, in areas of awareness, in areas of maturity. See, I ain't talking about stuff. I'm talking about things that in order to have the things that you really want to have in life, you have to become a different person. And it doesn't happen overnight. It didn't happen for me. It ain't going to happen for you. But I will tell you, you have to find a way to defy, for lack of a better word, the world's system. Because the world will tell you, spend. Don't worry about tomorrow. Let's do this today, because the world operates off of emotions. If you feel like it, do it. Well, I'm going to tell you, not managing your emotions will have you in a lot of trouble for a very long time. And in some cases, some things that you can't come back from easily. So I just want to just hug everybody that's listening to me. You all share this with whoever you think needs it. I won't be away so long, but I needed to push pause because I had a whole lot going on. Good stuff, and I needed to be able to breathe. So you will see me a little more here and there, because I got some really great things that I've been working on that I want to bring to the world. And God bless you, and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice if you don't. and be glad in it. I am just so thankful for the journey. It ain't over, but just keep on logging on. I'm going to have those free assessments. They're going to be for like QVC and HSN. They're going to be for a certain amount of time. And y'all got a schedule right then, and then it's going to be gone. Then you won't have that option. And I'm going to tell you whatever you want to know, whatever you need to know. You got me for 90 minutes. That's my gift. And I ain't going to hold nothing back. If it's something I got, if somebody need to send you, so be it. You don't have to pay me for this. And my assessments are not free at all. Okay? So, God bless. Until next time.